Hello, great people, are you there? Have you been seeing what is happening in Niger? Those guys have balls. You know what it means to have balls? They have balls. Yes. Oh man, you need to have balls. Not like Nigeria, that somebody who is like a grandson of Tinubu has already deceived him into invading Niger Republic immediately. No. People in Niger have balls. They have balls. Hey, they have closed their airspace. You know what it means? If you are making use of that airspace to any route in this part of the world, you have to look for another airspace to get to that route. Some journeys now, maybe formerly 4 hours journey, if you are using Niger, could cost you extra hours. And I think they did this because they might be attacked by those people who are wondering who wants to continue to dictate for their country. They say we are independent. We are independent. We are independent. We have been free from this country. Now the next step is neocolonialism. Using your people. African leaders need to have boards. Hey, look at now. British Airways operates 10-hour flight to nowhere after Niger closes airspace. Niger leaders got balls. This is the kind of things that are expected. I'm not saying you should make violence your way. No. But you should learn how to stand strong. Don't allow anybody dictate for you. If you're independent, you have to be truly independent. I had in those days, is it World Bank or so? IMF, International Monetary Fund, will give Nigeria money and will still dictate how Nigeria is going to spend the money. Anyone who gives you gift, who dashes you things, will always lord over you. It happens everywhere, even in church. Some of the times, the pastors will not say when you are wrong. When they even know that the source of money funding the church is from a wrong way, it's from somebody that is dubious, they will not speak because they still get the money. Until you are totally independent, you have a say for yourself. You don't go to ask somebody, should I do this before? No, you take a stand. You become a man. You are not thinking about what people will say. You are not trying to bend yourself to enter into people's, the image they want of you. But you have your own image. No one can make you look inferior without your consent. An elder will say African leaders, they don't have balls. They call you TICAD conference, American this conference. They decide for you how to run your country. Some of these people exploit you. You make use of your raw materials. When you want to speak up, certain people will tell you, you will lose. Lose what? I am not a fan of Abacha when he ruled Nigeria. But despite the sanctions, Nigeria, that was the best time we had. Based on record. Things were stable. That is why some people are consulting Al-Mustafa, who is now granting speeches at several places. How did you people do it? Because he's the only one alive to say how they managed Nigeria. And I know some of you will be saying they killed people. Have they killed people compared to what we are seeing in this our civilian government? I am not really a fan of democracy, sincerely. If democracy is what we see in Africa. Where leaders do all sorts of things to remain in power. And somebody is out there. They must be protected because the person is getting some benefits from them. Somebody will come into a constitution of 4 years. He will bend the constitution to extend his stay. And the military will just keep looking and clapping for you. And not that you are doing well even. No. You are giving the raw materials to certain people for your personal benefit and benefit of those who are around you. The military will keep watching, and that is what you want them to keep doing. Those guys in Niger Republic, they have balls. Aside the criticisms in Nigeria about Nigeria's government planned intervention in Niger, the reason why Niger has not been attacked yet is still because those guys in Niger got balls. They closed their airspace. Yes, several sanctions, several benefits they are getting has been cut off, but still, they maintain their stand. We can never continue with what politicians are doing. No, we cannot continue with that. As if, some people, the way they paint democracy as if it's coming from heaven. Yes, if democracy is truly what it should be, people will not bother much. But what do we see in Africa? It's also in several parts of the world, but Africa mainly. Some people are trying to protect the government in Niger. How has he, the president who is now deposed, how did he run the country of Niger? Anyway, viewers, it's amazing, British Airways passengers on an Airbus A380 from Johannesburg to London Heathrow went on a 10-hour flight to nowhere when Niger's airspace was suddenly closed last Sunday night. Can you imagine? At least you make somebody bend his knees. If you tie somebody to the ground, if you're beating up somebody, remember, or if you're holding somebody to the ground, you also will not go anywhere. So, flights between UK and South Africa were rerouted or diverted to take on extra fuel or have returned to their starting point as a result of the closure. They want to restore him by force. And these guys are doing some preemptive move. You can't restore him by force. Do what is right. Anyway, viewers, this is where I will leave this one for now. We'll be back. We'll be bringing you updates as we get them. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more updates. Bye-bye for now.